I just don't think a lot of you guys understand. You don't have that much time left. We're talking weeks. And I'm not talking about just getting your coins and your portfolios in order based on what you want to add to it. It might be what you want to let go of. It might be the best decision you ever made. Let's get it. I'm not a financial advisor. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, The BitBoy. Now, today, I want to talk about several things, but make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I want to talk about Bitcoin. I want to talk about a massive trade that I made. And then I just want to tell you guys kind of what I'm seeing about something that I talked about just a couple days ago that looks like it is going to hit with the Solana blockchain. You're not going to want to miss this, I promise. So, okay, guys, let's talk about what is going on with Bitcoin. We had Bitcoin this morning, head up, hit $67,000. And I felt very strongly, and we retraced a little bit, but I still think as we head into this Bitcoin conference, we are probably going to see some fireworks. I think there's just so much excitement. Donald Trump going to be there, going to be speaking. I'm going to be there, going to be speaking. Of course, my line will probably be a lot longer than Donald Trump's for people to want to take a picture with me and things like that. But in all reality, it looks like Bitcoin is curling up. There certainly is a possibility that we've got more downside. But man, after this move this morning, and I made a massive trade on Solana actually, and it did really well. And if you guys want to check it out, you can go to benarmstrongcrypto.com. We've got the deals page, the tools page. We also have the get started deals of the month page. You guys can go there and check that out. Sign up for Phemex, you get a free book. So the point is, trading right now, I think, is looking pretty good. I made a really nice trade today. I had a little bit too high leverage on accident. It was what I had left it on the last time I made a Solana trade on Phemex, my exchange of choice. And so the point is, when it comes to the trading environment, it's feeling bullish. It's feeling like it's ready to go. And I really strongly believe that whether it's today or whether it's next week or whether it's in a couple months, we are going to see this thing go straight up. Not just Bitcoin, but also the rest of the market and the altcoins. Man, there are going to be a lot of opportunities for people to make money. And one of the things that people just seem to be messing up is they just keep buying too many coins. You may want to look at what coins you can remove from your portfolio. It might actually be a better idea. I'm sorry, coins like DOT, coins like ADA, coins like Ethereum Classic, like why? Why are you doing this every time people get trapped in these coins? That they're not the coins of the future, guys. You've got to stay in the coins of the future. And that's where we messed up. Cardano, it was one of the coins of the future until it was now, and now people want the next thing. Solana has got a lot of chain activity. A lot of people are using it. And so for that reason, people can be really drawn to Solana, even though last time it epically ripped already. And we know the Sam Bankman-Fried, crossover and things like that. But the fact is, now Solana is continuing to charge while a lot of projects, aren't really doing that well. I think some of the Solana gains, it's been one of my best coins to trade with for sure. It's been the best coin for me to trade with for the last several months. And because of the volatility within it, it allows for big compact moves, big candles, and you get out and you take the profits. And that's the way you do it. And Franklin Templeton, speaking of Solana, Franklin Templeton, they just made some really bullish statements about the Solana blockchain itself and the future that it has. Even though, of course, we know one of the main guys there, he's real big on SWE, and they love SWE at Franklin Templeton as well. And it's just really interesting to watch Franklin Templeton really take hold in the crypto space and make these bullish predictions about Solana. I think it's a $1.5 trillion investment fund or investment institution. And they're on our side, by the way. Franklin Templeton is on our side. They're good guys. They're not bad guys in TradFi like some of these people are. Goldman Sachs, they're bad characters. Jamie Dimon, the future treasurer of the United States of America. His bank, JP Morgan, they're scammy over there and they just do what their overlords say. That's kind of what happens. But right now, we've been talking a lot about Pyth and Ondo, and I think you need to trim those portfolios and really be looking at making some of these coins like Ondo and Pyth the core of your portfolio. And then there are other coins like MPLX, ALF, some of these coins that we really like, keep those on the fringes. You want to have the bulk and the things are going to move. I'm talking about, like, if you got a portfolio and you got 40% of it in Ondo and Pyth, I think you're golden. I think you could do almost 50%. This is kind of a concept for you guys to understand, okay? The more solid of a foundation you build on your portfolio, the more you're going to be able to play down the road when you make those gains. And the more risky you're going to be able to be with your percent of risk, right? Like let's say you got 10% that you're willing to be a little bit risky with, but the rest of your portfolio are solid picks. Well, that's going to protect you. You're going to make money no matter. These are coins that are going to do well, Ondo and Pith especially. There's plenty of coins. Avalanche is probably going to do okay. Sui is going to do well. Many of these coins, XRP is probably going to crush it. I think they're going to do really well. But the question is, how much of your portfolio and risk tolerance should you kind of use proportionally against the foundation of your portfolio? I want you to think about that. I want to say that again. I want you to think about building the foundation of your portfolio to be so strong that if you risk your 10% and you were to actually lose it, it's never a situation of you risked what you couldn't afford to lose. Because the bulk of your portfolio, 75% of it, 80% of it, 90% of it is in solid projects, and that's going to protect you. And it's also going to protect you to the downside when we have, altcoin season. It always ends to altcoin, always comes to altcoin dump at some point. And when that happens, the more solid picks are going to be the ones that are going to stick around. Things like ASI, I don't know, I'm going to check the chart. Might be time to start looking at the back of that. So there you go. That's all I got. Be blessed. Big boy out.